Hello friends, my name's Ash and this is my August wrap-up. One of the books that I read in August is The Only Band in the World by Ryan Bird, and this is a nonfiction book following the band 21 Pilots. They are my favorite band ever, and this book has a bunch of interviews with them, articles written about them, and Q&As with them. So if you're a fan of the band or are interested in the band at all, I highly recommend reading this book. It's really short, so it's really easy to fly through, and the authenticity of the band really shines through in the interviews that are given. Plus, it gives a lot of background to some of their albums and why they were written the way that they were, how they were written, and things like that. And like I said, there's Q&As and really interesting questions that that Josh and Tyler answer at the end of the book. So yeah, I highly recommend this for anybody who likes 21 Pilots or is interested in the band. I didn't rate this though, just because it's nonfiction. I tend to not rate nonfiction just because it doesn't really feel right rating something that isn't fiction. It doesn't feel as subjective as fiction does. So yeah, I didn't give this one a rating. The next 3 books on my wrap-up are from the Keeper of the Lost Cities series. I read Neverseen, the 4th book, Everblaze, the 5th book, and I am currently working on Lodestar, the 6th book, or the 5th book. I haven't finished this one yet, but there's still one day left in August, and I'm going to be reading it more tonight. Plus, I plan on reading the rest of it tomorrow, so I know I'll be finishing it in this month, so I wanted to include it in the wrap-up. This is a story that follows Sophie Foster. You can see her right here. And she is an elf who was raised by humans, and one day another elf finds her and takes her to the lost cities where the elves live, and it basically follows her and the complications that come with her being raised by humans and the differences that she has compared to the other elves. There's a lot of political intrigue and adventure and a lot of really good friendships. There's a lot of found family in this book, which I really appreciate. So yeah, if you are a fan of middle grade, I highly recommend this series. I think you will really enjoy it. There are ogres and gnomes and unicorns and all kinds of magical creatures. There's magic, and it just is a really fun time. So yeah, I highly recommend this series. Each of these books I've given 5 out of 5 stars. The next books that I read are The Way of Kings, Words of Radiance, and Oathbringer, all by Brandon Sanderson. These are the first 3 books in the Stormlight Archive, and I gave all of these books 5 out of 5 stars. They are high adventure, very high fantasy. There's magic, political intrigue. The politics in this are crazy. There's a lot of adventure, character development, morally gray characters, a little bit of romance. This series literally has everything. I highly, highly recommend this series if you haven't read it already. If you're going to start with Brandon Sanderson, I would probably start with the Mistborn series, if I'm being honest. But if you haven't read these and you want to, go for it, because they're so, so good. But yeah, those are all of the books that I wound up reading in the month of August. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!